What is going on, guys? Anthony Owens here with eXp Realty right here in Brighton, Colorado. As you can imagine, with how crazy the market is right now, as realtors, we get a lot of questions. Most people are naturally curious, and it's our job as real estate agents to help answer some of those questions. As you can imagine, some questions are more common than others, meaning they come up a little bit more often in conversation. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or someone that's buying their second or third home and just need a refresher on some of the topics that are happening inside of real estate. What I want to do in today's video is cover the number one topic that I hear all the time, and that's what are the first steps to take in buying a home. So hands down, arguably the number one, the first step to take in getting prepared to purchase your first home is going to be getting a pre-approval letter from the lender. It's super important. It's the one thing that will help get the ball rolling in the right direction. Let me explain why that's important. Firstly, you got to get pre-approved so you know exactly how much money you can afford to buy or how much home you can afford to buy. There's nothing worse than just nilly-willy going out there looking with your agent, looking at all these houses, and you fall in love with a house that's $450,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's perfect. It's everything you wanted. It's got a shop. It's got a 3-car garage. Everything that you wanted. And then we go, okay, well, let's get you pre-approved, and then you're only approved for $400. Now, that's the worst feeling in the world, is you fall in love with something, and then you can't, like at that time, you're just not eligible to purchase it. And then every house thereafter, just, you're using that first home that you fell in love with as like the staple. Like nothing seems to like reach that point. So it's good to know beforehand how much home you qualify for so you don't end up falling in love with the wrong house. Secondly, the loan estimate is going to give you a clear picture of how much money you're going to need to have down for closing costs and down payment. Some of us may need a little bit more time than others to save up for that. So it's good to know that if in 6 months you'll have X amount of money for your down payment, well, now we've got a much clearer time frame. It gives you enough time to clear up some assets, liquidate some things, sell this, sell that, throw everything on Facebook Marketplace, have a huge sale, garage sale, whatever the case may be, so that you can start saving towards your future home. And then finally, being pre-approved for a home shows that when you're going to put an offer on a home, it shows the sellers that you are a serious buyer, that you've already been through the steps, you've been pre-qualified, and this is something that you can prove that you can afford. So that puts you in a much better position to put an offer down on the home. And let's be honest, most of the time, especially in today's market, sellers will not even look at any offers whatsoever if there's not a pre-approval loan estimate or a pre-approval letter attached to that offer. I've seen it time and time again where I'm waiting on a letter from the lender. I submit the offer and I say the letter's coming, maybe half hour later, depending on the lender and depending on if it's in the middle of the night on a Sunday. And most of the time I get a response back with, hey, okay, we'll take a look at this when we see the lender letter. And that's just proof in the pudding. That's just how it works today. Now, another reason that people would, or sellers would require a pre-approval letter is there's security reasons too. They want to make sure that you're not just a looky-loo, or that I hate to say this, or you're a dishonest person. They want to make sure that the person going into that home there's some documentation of that person. They've been through with a lender, and there's all their contact information is there before they'll even allow you to look at the home. Not necessarily like they don't want you to be wasting anybody's time, but also for theft reasons too. They need to have a track record, unfortunately, and that's just the world that we live in. Now, hopefully some of this information has helped you. I think just to wrap this video up, the most important thing that you can think of when you are considering buying your home, or just a refresher on buying a second home, you do have to have a pre-approval letter first. If you need any help with this, or if you need a lender, I've got a handful that I work strictly with, depending on your situation. If you tell me, XYZ or ABC, I'm going to put you with the right lender that fits best with not only your location or your personality, things like that. I think it's important that you get along with that person. Obviously, like if you need more patience and more guidance, and you're going to need a little bit more time to build your credit scores up, things like that, I've got a lender that's very patient and can do those things for you too. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, we'll have a few more videos come out of some of the top questions that we get. I appreciate your time, effort, love, and support, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.